Yo, 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 yo. It's been a minute. Oh, it's been a little time. You know what I'm saying? Let me let them get the email out. You know what I mean? Let them email everybody. See what we got going on here. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, welcome. Welcome into A-Side Boxing Talk, man. Hey, man. This is the Moment of Truth, episode 13. My man Jay Reddy was good, man. My boy Jay Reddy was good. A-Side, Fire Flame. Yeah, we in Newark this week, man. We in Newark for the Shakur fight this week. You already know. I'm going back home. Going back to Newark for my man Shakur. For Shakur fight this week. Got some boxing news today. I don't know what's going on. If we really gonna get the fight we looking for, you know what I'm saying? But that's some good news we looking for. We got Keyshawn Davis on the undercard against Anthony Yiggett. I think that's gonna be a real good fight. I think Key gonna go in there and handle business. We got Jared Anderson on that card against the Dominican George Arias. That's gonna be a good one. Let me go ahead and drop the link in the chat right now. If anybody want to come up, you know what I'm saying? Get everybody up here. I just dropped the link in the chat. You want to come up, convo with me? You want to talk boxing? You want to say something? You want to, you know what I mean? Join in with me on this Tuesday night. You know what I'm saying? Come through and rock with me, man. First off, I gotta, you know what I mean? First of all, you know, got my shape up, you know what I'm saying? So, you know what I mean? I got to take my hat off, a couple grades back there, but I'm going to take my hat off for that young boy, Jihad Tucker, this past weekend, man. If y'all didn't see that Jihad Tucker, I think his opponent name was like Nico Shishkavili, something like that. Man, that was a good ass fight, man. That boy, I think, you know, Jihad Tucker had missed weight a couple times. You know what I'm saying? Hey, shout out to my man. Hey, shout out to my man Trill. Shout out to my man Trill. You know what I mean? From Texas. Happy belated birthday, Brody. Shout out to my man Trill. Hey, Trill, I got something for you, Trill. Yeah, that's my boy Trill. Shout out to my man Trill. One more time for my boy Trill. Yeah. Appreciate that, my boy. But yeah, man. That was a real good fight, man. That was a banger right there. Ari, salute Ari. I got the link in the chat, man. You want to come through, come check me. You know what I'm saying? My man Juice in the chat. Juice says salute A-Side. Good week of boxing. Jihad Tucker stock price just went up. Yes, that's a fact, man. That Jihad Tucker performance was off the chain, bro. I'm not gonna lie. You know what I'm saying? Hey, you feel me, Trill? Yeah. You know, anytime you step in the A-Side boxing talk, that's what we're gonna do. Anytime my man Trill hits something, yeah, we in there. We're gonna sit sideways on him. Know what I mean? But nah, Juice, yeah, man, that Jihad Tucker fight, man, that shit, yeah. That was one of them ones, man. Like, you got a guy that missed weight twice. You get what I'm saying? Like, you miss weight twice. You don't got the best relationship with, you know, Tim Bradley and Andre Ward. You know, they always got something to say about the young boy. They put him in with Nico Shishkavili. Now, let me tell y'all, right? For those that seen that fight, this guy, Nico Shishkavili, whatever the fuck his name was, right? This dude was an amateur heavyweight. You get what I'm saying? This dude was an amateur heavyweight. When he went pro at light heavyweight, and he's been working his way down ever since. You get what I'm saying? So you take your prospect, right, that missed weight twice and is moving up from 147 to 54, and you match him with this guy, a 29-year-old former amateur heavyweight, and just went pro as a light heavy. Come on, man. My man Trill said Jihad got rocked. And then they like activated him. He turned the F up on him. Yeah, that's a fact, bro. But you know what's crazy? Like, even when they was taking Jihad, like his little jacket was taking it off before the referee came out, he was like off with his head. Even in the press conference, he said, "I'm gonna seek and destroy." You know what I'm saying? He said, "I'm gonna seek and destroy, man." Hey, man, we got a special guest up in this joint, my man from the 305, my boy Cal. Hey, what they say, Cal?
What it do, Brody? Oh, you got the soundboard today.
Rio Fire fitted just to match my kicks. It's good, my boy.
Sir. What it do, Brody?
Yeah.
What's poppin'? I heard
chilling,
that name.
man. Chilling.
Heard that name you was talking about. What we got going on, Jihad, man? I like that performance.
Man, like I said, I was just breaking down, beating it down about that a little bit. I was saying the dude that he beat, the dude was an amateur heavyweight. He went at pro. His first fight at pro, he was a light heavyweight. He been working his way down ever since. And so you take your prospect, move him up a weight class. You know what I'm saying? You fight a 29-year-old guy that started out at light heavyweight. Jahai was in there to lose, bro.
Yeah,
Jahai was in there to lose. And I ain't gonna lie, like I was looking at that dude highlights, the dude Shishkavili. I'm looking at his highlights. I'm like, bro, I don't know how Jihad Tucker gonna stand up to some of this shit. I mean, looking at Jihad Tucker past performances, he looked tired in some fights. We know he not like the strongest as far as the pop is concerned. He was set up to you know what I mean? He was bound to Drizon, you know what I'm saying?
Hey, and it was looking like how that Joey Spencer fight started, man, where we kind of knew what we were in for at the beginning, bro. But
yeah,
bro, like Trill said, man, I had just got in here when I was up on the screen, man.
Yeah,
that dog got on, man.
Hey, they thought Jihad Tucker ain't had no. He did thought my boy Tucker ain't had a dog in him. And you know what my boy Tucker told him, Cal?
What he told him, G?
Do the knowledge, nigga.
Do the knowledge, nigga.
Man,
hey, that nigga play, bro.
Hey, if they hadn't did their knowledge, man, they learned today. They definitely learned that day, man. What that is you sipping on, G?
Man, you know, something like little tape easy. You know what I mean?
Okay.
You know, I've been trying to lay off the hard liquor. You know, I do tape easy and keep it easy, man. Lord, what that is?
This some 8 Reserve by 818.
Okay.
It's a tequila, man. This is cool, man. It's my second bottle of it, man. It's cool. I like it. I dig it.
Yeah, I mean, now, you gotta send me that. You gotta text me that joint. That joint.
I got you. But okay. So his performance, right? Of course, yeah, it looked like they was putting him in there to lose. I had saw on the timeline on Twitter, you know, that somebody was saying how you know, like basically they kind of wanted to cash him out because he was asking for fights, and you know they didn't want to give it to him, or you know they didn't feel like he was ready. You know, top rank being top rank. You know what I'm saying? So you know he was asking for certain fights. So I guess in their mind it was like, you know what, let's test this dude. You get what I'm saying? And they definitely gave him a hard test, man. But he passed that motherfucker though, bro.
Yeah, nah, he definitely and then in the middle of the he was locked in the middle of the fight. Like, mind you, he ain't sit down one time. Even after the first round when he got rocked, he ain't sit down. The middle of the rounds, he talking to me like, yeah, you can't fuck with me. You can't fuck with me. You can see he talking to bro.
Yeah.
Middle of the round, he's standing. He damn near in the middle of the ring, bro. Before the 10 seconds out, he like, Nico, where you at? Where you at?
You know what I was liking? You know what I was liking that I saw from him too, bro?
Yeah.
When he saw that he was fighting a person who was kind of being like a nasty fighter, like who was still trying to punch on the breakups and shit like that. Yeah. He wasn't bowed down into it. He met him right there. And it's so crazy because a thing happened that we see happen a lot, which is the second person is always a person to get punished. Remember when they took that point from him? It was like, bro, he was responding to some shit that happened to him. But because you know how it go, man, the second person always get, you know. But I mean, I like that.
I like that mindset too, though, Cal, because that mindset is like what we do. Like, well, you want to disqualify me? Well, fuck it, you gonna disqualify me? I'm not coming off my even a little shoulder check. He was shoulder checking him and punching off that shit all night. The referee like, stop pushing him. No, like either you gonna take the point or I'm gonna keep this shit. You know what I'm saying? And I like his inside game, bro. Like, it got to the point where he made him bleed. He was walking him back. That motherfucker was tired, bro. He had even it was points when he was in the corner. His father like, yo, drink some water. He like, nah, I don't want no water. Like, I don't want none. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you better drink some fucking water. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, Jahai,
that was my takeaway though, bro. Honestly, as far as the shoulder, the push off, because with him already having a point deducted, I didn't want to see that happen again, bro. You get what I'm saying? Even though, you know, after seeing the final calls, it probably may have not counted. I mean, it probably may have not mattered, but the ref warned him for that. I don't know if you remember. So I didn't want to see him lose another point. And I think the ref, you know, kind of wanted to stay out of it. He kind of knew that the other guy was being a little, defiant too. So he probably gave him that, you know what I mean? But I mean, that's one thing that I don't want to see transpire into another fight of his. I mean, I don't think that he'll fight nobody that had that dog in him, because Nico had that dog in him. Let's give it to him. You know what I'm saying?
He for sure did. He for sure
did, bro. But I mean, I don't know, man. Unless he fights somebody that was as aggressive as main man who he fought, I don't think he'll have to bring that out too much. I think he had to kind of bring that out for that kind of game that he was fighting.
His stock just went up though. His stock for sure just went up. But now that gives Top Rank a reason to keep matching him tough. But the thing is, they're gonna have to do something with Xander. Xander gonna have to see him, bro. Even after the fight, said Xander, pick your fucking man up.
It's true. But see, my whole thing is that should be an eye opener for Top Rank in a whole. Like, let's stop wasting time on these prospects and let's test them. Let's get them in there. We already saw them beat up on a few cans. Now let's test them. Let's test these prospects kind of early, man. I can't wait till they test Big Baby.
And I don't think this week is going to be it. Hey, my man B Doug, what's good, bro?
Fellas, what's good, bro? What's up?
Man, trust me.
We talking about Jihad Tucker?
Yeah, we talking about Jahai. And I promise you, hey, after Xander seen that performance from my boy Tucker this weekend,
This nigga scared.
Yo, he
hey, I'm just like, man, I'm about to go back and watch that joint tonight. I ain't get to watch it yet. I missed some of the fights. I missed some of the fights on Saturday. I seen the main event, but hey, why we speaking on that, right? With the prospects, is who was it? Queen in the Ring. I think one of them, they asked a question like, who got the best prospects, right? And since we on the prospects now, I was saying, to me, I mean, we all know Tom Ray got some dogs over there with the youngins, right? But I feel like I could be wrong. Correct me if I'm wrong. Y'all think PBC tested prospects earlier than Top Ray do?
Oh yeah, for sure. So, and you got to think like when you and to build on kind of what you're saying, bro. You got to think like PBC got the Olympians, but a lot of them we ain't seen them. Like what's my man that just fought? Jesus Ramos. That's the guy that's moving up, right? Then you got one of the guys at 175. That's a tough prospect, Atif Overton. He another one. Then you got my man Michael Angeletti down at 122, 118, trying to get you seen Michael Angeletti at his work.
Yeah.
You got Trayvon Marshall. He nice. You get what I'm saying?
But that was my whole thing, though. I'm gonna cut you off. But my whole thing was I was saying that top rank probably got they stacked over there, but I think PBC test their dog so early. Yes. Sometimes it might be like, it'll take away from this conversation. Not saying to take away from that.
Yeah.
Bro, what it do, bro?
Wait, Ari, what's going on?
What the fuck, Ari? How the fuck the two Dominicans hop on at the same time?
Y'all got Dominican telepathy, man.
I actually wanted to jump in here real quick because I'm fucking picking up my groceries. But listen, man, Jahai Tucker, bro, they gonna keep Xander away from that boy. They're gonna keep Xander away from him. They ain't gonna let Xander nowhere near him. Bro, I was very impressed. He showed dog. Kid could fight, and like you guys were saying, I felt like all the cards were stacked against him, and he showed out. He basically said, "Nah, fuck you, I'm gonna show you what's up." And I'm high on that kid, man. Shout out to him for showing what he could do, man. That was a great fight, very entertaining.
Facts. Hey, how you feel about the fight, bro?
With the Jahai Tucker fight?
Yeah.
Yo, I thought he was gonna get stopped after that first round, man. He was getting touched.
Hey, me too.
Bad. Me too. But one thing I will say about that fight, right? He was getting touched up a lot and by hard power punches, and was keeping he wasn't really dipping his head. He kind of just kept his head in the center line, was just getting pounded on. But his facial expression the whole time was like, all right, this is the fight you want, even as he was clearly getting the worst of it. It was kind of like, okay, we gonna fight them.
Yeah.
And real. I really, really like that mentality.
That dog.
Like, at no point when he was losing the first 2-3 rounds, did I see his confidence go down, and did I see him be like intimidated or felt he was being too overwhelmed and he couldn't handle it, and the stage was too big for him. He was like, nah, then we fighting then. And I came away really impressed with his performance.
Nah, he did his thing. Now listen, man, just to pivot off that real quick, man. I got a soundbite that, so sometimes you got family members, we talk boxing. So me and my cousin was talking boxing, and we came across this soundbite from Devin Haney. I want to play this soundbite to y'all, and I want y'all opinions on this because I got my own opinion. Obviously, and I'm sure I know how Broadway gonna feel about this, but I'm gonna play this. Y'all tell me what y'all think. This is Devin Haney, and this is a reporter asking him a question.
Rehydration clause to get that type fight? Yeah, I mean, truthfully, I wouldn't, and I couldn't, do the rehydration clause. At the end of the day, I'm the man with the belts. I'm the man with the hardware. If it was a rehydration clause, then it would be something that I wouldn't do.
How y'all feel about that right there, man? Devin Haney saying that he'll take the Tank fight, but he not doing no rehydration clause. He's the champion. He got all the hardware. He got the belts. He not doing the fucking rehydration clause with Tank.
All right, so first thing I want to ask is, was it mentioned that they want to do a rehydration clause with him, or is he just saying that because that's what happened with the Ryan Garcia?
The reporter asked him. He was saying like, "Hey, yeah, if Tank get past Ryan and Tank want to fight you next, will you do a rehydration clause?"
I mean, well, first thing first, we don't know if it'll even be a rehydration clause with that fight, and then secondly, I mean, it is what it is. I respect what anybody say. I mean, he do have all the metal. You get what I'm saying? He do got all the gold. And I mean, it's kind of even playing field to me because Tank, when he sit at the top of the totem pole when it comes to popularity or whatnot, and Devin Haney sit at the top when it comes to hardware. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, I feel like it's an even playing field. I know how it is when it comes to who's the draw and everything and how that come into play. But as far as negotiation wise, when it comes to like the small little nicks and nats, I feel like that's something they should meet each other halfway with. And another thing as well, man, let's box and not be bitches, bro. If we fight 135, nigga, make the 135 weight on Friday night, and then when we meet each other Saturday, it is what it is.
Hey, I feel exactly that way. Hey, Doug, hey, B-Dog, you still there?
Yeah, I'm here.
What you think about that? About the rehydration clause, John?
I don't think Devin hit as hard as Ryan Garcia at 135. I don't think Tank gonna give him that. I don't think he gonna put that on. He ain't gonna need it. My thing is too. Real quick question. Who the A side in that fight?
That is Tank the A side. No question.
Okay, it'll be Tank. All right, yeah. Okay, yeah. I don't think Tank can give it. I don't think Tank can do that.
Bro, how you feel?
I mean, if I was Devin Haney, I would be the same way. Like, I already accomplished from a accomplishment standpoint. I got all the belts, and people want to say like, "Oh, Tank making all this big money," and he is to his degree. But Haney's not that far behind. Let's not act like Haney haven't been getting that bag for the last 2-3 years. So it's not like Devin Haney is out here needing that payday. All right, you want to fight? I want to defend my undisputed titles against you. We'll make 135 and I'll wait. Nah, cool. I'll just move up. I'll exercise my WBO mandatory, or I'll fight Jose Ramirez, who's on Top Rank, or T.O., or they got a bunch of guys at 140 on the Top Rank side. So if I'm him, that's the way I go about it. If I don't get him, I know I could get a big fight, whether it be the winner of T.O. or Taylor at 140, or again a Jose Ramirez fight up in Northern California, where his family's from and where Jose Ramirez is from. So yeah, I'm not a fan of rehydration clause anyways, but yeah, that's the way I look at it.
What you think, Ari? I don't know if Ari could.
Yeah, I could talk. So yeah, I mean, here's the thing. I honestly don't believe that Haney's gonna stay at 135 after fighting Lomachenko, after he cooks Lomachenko. Now, remember that Coach Calvin Ford, he was telling us on Chickasaw, basically saying, listen, we the A side, we know what the numbers are like, so you're gonna take it or leave it, right? So they're gonna dictate whatever terms they want. Now, do I think that Tank is going to put a rehydration clause on Haney? Probably not, because I don't think that Devin Haney has the power to keep Tank off of him, and I don't think Tank thinks that Haney's going to have the power, like have that issue. Because Ryan, regardless of what people say, I think Ryan is dangerous because of the speed and the power and that left hook. But I don't see Haney having. Obviously, Haney's overall a way better boxer than Ryan, but power-wise, I don't see him having that danger to Tank. So I think Tank would just take it as it is. But like I said, I don't think Haney stays at 135. I think those belts get spread out. He moves up to 140 and can make a fight up there. But whoever he fights, nobody's going to bring him that money that Tank is going to give him. Regardless, I know he's been getting paid well. Haney's been getting paid well, but that Tank money, I think, is different. So
agree with everything you said.
We'll see.
Nah, that's a fact. I just don't like the mixing the two. Like, I know it's one thing to be like the A side or a type of star type in boxing, and I respect that. Like, I respect the fact that you could a crowd would pay to see you. Even like small shit, like just looking at numbers, like this dude put 20,000 in the Barclays, did a $5 million gate. Earl Spence had to put $40,000 for the same gate. You get what I'm saying? So it's clear that dudes want to see this guy, and I'm not mad at that at all. But I think when you like a fight like Ryan, okay, rehydration clause, shit like that, it is what it is because nothing's at stake. It's just popularity. To be honest, like this isn't telling me who's the best guy here. We literally watching this fight. They don't got nothing at stake. It's just, hey, I'm the new face of boxing, and if that's the title, the WBC could make one up for the motherfuckers and they could fight for that shit. You know what I'm saying? But when you talk about being a real champion and shit like that, I think it's a crazy idea to have a 4-belt champion, 5-belt champion. You want to include Reed. I think that's nuts to say, hey, yeah, you did this work, whatever leg work it took to be undisputed. Yeah, you did that work, but because I'm more popular than you and them belts, the things that we supposed to want the most in this sport, you got to come do what the fuck I want you to do. I don't like that idea in boxing. I don't want to, and I guess maybe he's already mixed already. I just don't want to go down that lane where we mixing the two, and then the belts become not important, and then now you got guys saying fuck the belts, or you got guys saying I don't need that belt and doing what they want to do. You know what I mean?
But you know what it is, A-Side? I think the fact that the Ryan Garcia fight, the fact that it's not at that 135 limit, and the fact that it's not for really anything, that's probably part of the reason why there is a rehydration clause, right? Because it is a even if it's a pound higher than the 135 limit. I think with the Haney will be different because, like you said, Haney is the undisputed champion at lightweight. It would be for all the belts. And I think, listen, Tank already has, for example, Tank has, he brings the crowd. He's the money man. Yeah. Now imagine him getting a shot at undisputed. Now he got the hard way to prove it too that he's the fucking man. It's not just he's got the people that support him all over the country. He connects with the people, but now he got the hard way to say he's the undisputed champion at 135. So I don't think there will be a rehydration clause if that fight were to happen. But I don't see Haney staying at 135, to be honest.
Well, the thing is, what I was gonna say in regards to the situation is, when we look at the belts and a couple people try to downplay the belts or whatnot these days, saying the belts don't mean much, and I mean popularity is a big thing, and who is a draw or whatnot. Devin Haney probably wouldn't have even been in a position to get the fight if he hadn't went on that belt chase. You kind of understand what I'm saying? He just would have been one of those names that we would have been throwing out there as real boxing fans wanting to see that fight, but we wouldn't be in real serious talks about it unless he had those belts. So, I mean, we still do get to see the actual relevance of those belts. You get what I'm saying? Go ahead, bro.
Nah, I want to ask, how realistic do we think that fight is to happen next? Hypothetically speaking, Tank beats Ryan, and Haney beats Lomachenko.
I would say
what is the realistic? That's the next fight after that. Like
I would say 6 out of 10.
Because if the WBA say that they're gonna consolidate that belt and they're gonna force that thing, either he's gonna have to fight Tank or it's gonna have to be, you know what I mean? He's gonna have to fight Tank. Hey, Ty, what the fuck you loading the gun up, man? It's not like the mic was on.
Nah, he's fixing his Andrew Tate mural.
That's what up, Ty? Damn, I didn't even know that was Ty. What up, Ty?
What's up with y'all?
Hey,
man.
real quick. You know what I like? You know what I like about the whole situation right now? That Devin Haney has not re-signed with Top Rank.
We don't know that.
But here's the thing.
Yeah, we do know that. We do know that.
I think we know that. I think we do because a few weeks ago, Bill was on the Boxing Voice, and I was able to not ask him a question, but I kind of DM'd it to Ness, and Ness asked him, and he was like, "No, we have not re-signed with Top Rank," right? So I think the fact that he hasn't re-signed with Top Rank is a good thing because that can possibly make the Tank Davis fight more possible, right? Devin Haney, I think, giving himself the opportunity to say, you know what, I got all these belts, I'm still the undisputed champion. What's up? You want this fight? Showtime, Tank, whatever. You know what I'm saying? So he has the ability to go over to Showtime and make that happen. So I think that's a positive in this particular situation.
Hey, everybody in the chat, man, make sure y'all drop a like and hit subscribe, man. Turn them notifications on, man. We in this bitch cooking. Yeah, man. But I think so too, though, man. I hope he go up after this, but again, I don't know, man, because a couple weeks ago the fight wasn't official. Ari, you get what I'm saying? So now that it's official, I would like to hear them state again that they not re-sign the Top Rank, because we know big fights, especially pay-per-view shit like this. We know these big fights come with extensions, and I don't think that he got the Terrence Crawford leverage to just, you know what I mean? I don't know. I could be wrong. I mean,
in my personal opinion, I'm just speculating. I feel that the fact that the Loma fight didn't happen so much on Haney's terms kind of tells me that he didn't re-sign. And the reason why I say that is because, remember, Devin Haney wanted the fight before Ramadan, right? And he wanted the fight, last month. That's when he wanted to fight. So I think had he re-signed an extension with Top Rank, they probably would have said, yeah, let's give him whatever he wants, because he has all the belts. Haney would have been more of an upside, for Top Rank than Lomachenko is, right? Because let's say he re-signs with Top Rank, and next would have probably been a fight with Shakur. You get what I'm saying? But now that he didn't re-sign, then hey, this is what it is. This is what we got, and that's just. But like I said, I'm speculating, but that's my way of thinking. And the fact that addressed it, I think there's a good possibility that he didn't re-sign with them, but we'll see.
But Ari, I think you got to follow the money, because Devin Haney was able to come in and play hero when Lomachenko had to go to war, but the money at Top Rank is behind Lomachenko and Shakur. Let's be real. Like they've been on this long. They sold us Lomachenko as this top guy, the greatest since Muhammad Ali, right? They just took him off the pound for pounds once they inked this Devin fight, and they've been building up Shakur forever as well. So I'm not mad. Like, I understand everything you're saying about they will have more leverage with Devin, or they could go further with Devin Haney, but I'm not so sure that Top Rank sold all their stock in Lomachenko. I think part of them do think that maybe, hey, we could keep Devin out the ring a little longer. Maybe it's harder for him to make 135. Maybe he got to vacate the belts on a scale. Like we don't know. And again, I'm just not gonna just say that Top Rank is completely out of the Lomachenko business and wouldn't put some things together to where, not to say to make Devin look bad, but to put things in Loma advantage like they did. They could have gave Devin a fight.
But what I'm saying is, for example, what I'm trying to say, for example, the fact that Haney, let's say, did not re-sign with, let's just say he didn't re-sign with Top Rank, it absolutely would benefit Top Rank for Lomachenko to win, which is the reason why they didn't give Haney the fight in March. They'd rather wait a few more months so it could make it harder for him to make weight, right? Possibly. And possibly, right? So I mean, we talked about this earlier. I mean, you guys were kind of cooking on it earlier with the Jahai Tucker. It's basically like, listen, you've done this, you got strike one, strike two. We're going to set your ass up to we're going to fucking cut you, or you're going to do something special, right? Because when Jamal Herring was in our space, he said, listen, Top Rank will fucking set you up. like if they want to cut your ass, they will set you up. And if you don't fucking do something crazy, then it is what it is. But yeah, man, I wouldn't be surprised. I wouldn't be surprised. I mean, yeah, they would definitely want Loma to win if he didn't resign, because what's gonna happen next is, well, who's waiting for Lomachenko right there? Shakur Stevenson to cook him. You get what I'm saying? So that's another in-house fight they could make. So we'll see. Yeah. But I don't want. I'm gonna jump off because I'm gonna pull into the garage and I'll lose service. But thank you guys for letting me jump on, and I'll keep listening.
Damn, Ari, you live in New York and you got a garage? You live in life, bro. Yo, let me know if your job is hiring, man.
I told you my job is always hiring, man. I always say my job is always hiring. You can even work from home.
I'm a DM you. If I could get a garage, I don't know how much the pay is, but I'm gonna need that. Us Dominicans, they say we run the banking industry. Apparently, according to Jay Electronica. So, I need to see. I ain't get that memo, so I'm gonna hit you up.
Yo, what up, bro?
I'm gonna jump off, man. Hey, real quick. Yo, Ty.
What's up?
Listen, I don't fuck with that anime either, but I wasn't gonna put that shit on the timeline. I was not gonna put that shit on the timeline, man. I was like, let me keep my mouth shut, man.
Oh, come on, see, my man. You a chump. My man, bro, was there on front line with me, bro. Bro and Cal, my niggas. Thank you, bro and Cal.
Nah, listen.
They was front line with me.
I was like, nah, let me keep my mouth shut. I ain't bringing no heat on myself. I don't fuck with anime either.
Ari.
And I know you can do it, man. You got the. Man, shut that soft ass shit up.
Hey, you gotta ride with your man, dog.
I'm telling you, bro, gonna look with that laugh when they hear bro gonna blow up.
You said with the laugh in the head.
You already?
Yeah, bro gonna blow this off.
I just kept my mouth quiet. Like, let me mind my business. I ain't bringing no heat on me.
Hey, Broadway, you see I tweeted the other day who got better hair, you or Joette? You see Joette retweeted it.
Yeah, I did see that. I'm like, he know the deal. You see, he ain't say him, right? He retweeted it. Just shit. I'm
gonna jump off. I'll catch you guys in a bit.
All right.
Hey, look.
Ty, what's up, bro? Talk to me, Ty.
What's good?
Real quick. I was smoking on that top pack when they packed them up for that tweet. I was like, yes, sir. Get
how they pack me up? How they pat me up? I'm still going.
Get your ass out of here. Your affiliate, get out of here with that shit.
Y'all want me to lose?
Nah, I don't want you to lose, man.
Ty got the W, man.
Come on, What's up with y'all, man?
Nah, we chilling. We were just talking about that Devin shit. Talking about Devin saying he ain't taking no what you call that? No rehydration.
Good, man. That's good, man. I got taking his diva shit, man. Like I remember they got mad at me when I said they was on BS because when Canelo do it is World War III, but Tank do it is business. No, bro, I don't trying to hear that. No. That's why I know y'all don't like my man Bud, but Bud say fuck your negotiation. I want what I want. You can't get me what I want. Don't call my phone. Respect what I want.
You said respectfully, Ty?
Yeah, I'm not doing that. No, bye. I respect Uzi. I respect Triple G. I respect the B side. Listen, I respect the B side and know his worth. You're not gonna give me anything. I'm not taking that. Bye.
No, it makes sense, bro. I mean, at the end of the day, I just say this, man. As long as you're able to walk away with something at the end of the day, go ahead and do it. Now, if you just don't take the fight at all, I think some dollars is better than no dollars.
Hey, true. Even though Ryan is big, this big draw, right, homie? Let's be real. Oscar got a lot for him over there, so he gotta take this fight for this big payday. Like hypothetically, Tank can take the Tank. Of course, he got the big payday in the fight, but Al would have found somebody for him. You know what I mean? But Ryan needs to fight. Devin need the fight, but he ain't begging for the fight. He got. Let me guys get over the top rank. He don't need Tank.
That's true.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He got that bread already. He living good. He making M's. You know what I'm saying? There's very few fighters making M's.
Devin.
But see, it's gonna be different though, bro. And I'm gonna tell you this. I'm predicting, not to be funny, I'm predicting the contract dispute because I don't see how Ryan could go get this bag with Tank. If he go back to Golden Boy, who they got at 140? Everybody at 140 locked down already. You gonna make a fight with Regis? I mean, but who's at 140? That's
true. Look, that's why I told you my theory a couple months ago. This is what I said. It's gonna benefit your man the most. Because think about it. If Ryan fight Tank, right? And let's say Tank knock him out, right? Let's say Tank knock him out. But Ryan used to get in that big bag. He might come back for a little $2 million, $3 million fight. then he might want to fight your man because your man need a big fight. Man, Shakur need a big fight.
I think Shakur gonna get the Tank fight.
But I think he get Ryan before he get Tank.
I do too.
I think he get Ryan before he get Tank. But Bob's not making that fight. Bob not making that fight, bro. Come on.
You think so?
Bob ain't making that fight.
He'd be a fool not to.
But here we go. Bob can make the Ryan fight though.
But what's the odds of that? What's the odds?
Bob
of that,
can make the Ryan fight though.
Hey, you see that, right? Look.
Man,
Ryan,
I believe it. I believe
see what I'm
that,
saying? He got options. He got
Hey,
options.
hold up.
And Devin Haney a free agent.
Hey, bro, wait, hold up.
Stop the cap.
That nigga had a chance. He had his chance already, man. He could have called out Devin Haney right after he got out of the ring from knocking Luke Campbell out. He went the other
But
way.
he wanted that big bag. He wanted that big bag.
But bro, let me ask you this though.
He wanted that big bag from Tank. He got it, and then after that, he gonna go after Haney. If he wins.
Hey, bro, let me ask you this quick question real quick.
Win, he could go at Tank, bro. I mean, at Haney, bro.
Oh, that's true. That's true.
Hey, bro, let me ask you this real quick. I mean, I'm not pocket watching. I'm just asking you, like, your man got paid from that fight, right? He got some nice little change from that fight. From
who?
Fortuna?
Hector Garcia.
Hector.
Yeah, Hector got bag. Yeah.
I
think he got 500,000.
No, I'm about to move on to round. So
that's it.
What was that?
That's it. 500,000.
That's fair. That's fair.
Yo, bro, how much? I don't know how much he made for Gutierrez.
No. I'm not saying no to the pay. You'll think he at least get $1 million though. You'll think.
No, that's fair.
That pay-per-view did not sell over 200,000. Isn't that what what's his name said?
And we wouldn't have knew who Hector was, bro. If it wasn't for Broadway, bro.
No, listen, y'all.
No, listen,
I'm not knocking Hector, but I'm thinking, are you fighting the cash cow guy? You ain't getting $1 million, at least one.
I understand what you're saying. Well, honestly, that's what I heard reported. I that's not something I got from Hector himself.
Maybe he got some back end.
Right. He got some back end probably.
Right. So this is
another 200, 300.
This is the point I was trying to make. Say Ryan do fight. I mean, he is fighting Tank. He get that bag. He gonna get the bag, but he ain't gonna get that same bag fighting Devin.
Fighting who?
Devin.
No, he will. Well, not the same bag, but he'll get a bag.
He'll get a bag, but he
He's not gonna get that bag fighting nobody else or
nobody
nowhere. Golden Boy.
No,
that's what I'm saying.
Okay, but he might not get. Let's say he gets those numbers up. Let's say he gets $20 million for Tank. Okay, you think he can get 15 for Shakur or Devin? Yeah.
No.
Hell, he'll get 10 though. He'll get 10, and you know why? He'll get 10 because his stock gonna rise. Hold on. His stock gonna rise after fighting Tank.
And them guys stock rising too, bro.
Yeah. Yo, fucking Pitbull went to a decision, and this motherfucker acted like a diva. And this motherfucker lost a decision. Same thing with Rolly. Who the fuck was Rolly before he fought Tank? Now he getting a title shot at 140.
And he headlining.
And
popularity wise, I think Hector he did better after the Tank fight, because I mean the people who know Rolly are the people who know Rolly. But now as far as boxing wise, you know what I'm saying, by him being able to get that title shot, I don't know what the fuck that's about. I don't know how he did that shit, bro.
Let me put it to you like this. Because I track a fighter's Instagram followers. Hector Garcia had 9,000 Instagram followers. As soon as the fight got announced, that shit went up to 70,000. Now it's currently at 115,000 from 9,000.
Damn.
So that let you know, people didn't know who the fuck Hector Garcia was. Was it a big win against Cobra? Absolutely. But unless you are hardcore, you ain't see that fight.
That's a fact.
You know how many casuals saw that Hector Garcia fight? They had a whole all access on him. And then I interviewed him a bunch of times. I went over there. I covered his training camp. You know, I pumped out some content and, you know, and helped him on my end, whatever I could. So his name definitely took a step forward. And his next fight,
but
I'm pretty sure he's going to be headlining.
But, bro, listen, right. And when he sniffed that with Tank, he ain't going to want nothing less. He be like, listen, no, hell no.
My stock is risen. I don't think
but that's not how it works. If he beat Tank,
wait. I'm not saying he going to want what he got with Tank, but I'm saying, like, the price, yesterday's price ain't today's price after that fight is what I'm saying.
It's
like
the truth, and it shouldn't be.
Like it
shouldn't be.
But with Ryan, I don't think they're gonna get that. I don't think me personally, I don't think that fight gonna do well.
I don't think he headlines his next card.
Who?
Hector. I think he'll be a good co-main, bro.
Nah, he'll headline.
Well,
the
reason why I say that's actually possible is because 10 times out of 10, this fight probably gonna go to purse bid because it's Lamont Roach, who's a Golden Boy fighter. So that fight probably gonna go to purse bid, and I'm sure PBC will probably win. Or you know what? Speaking of Golden Boy, fuck around and win that purse. I'm telling you, man, Golden Boy will fuck around and win that.
They need fights. They need fights.
Yeah, they need fights. They fuck around.
Wasn't he headline against Cobra?
Shit, listen. And true.
Yeah.
True.
But it wasn't. He wasn't.
Why Al won't let him go over Golden Boy and get a payday? I ain't got to pay you for. Go over and get $200.
Bro, I'll let the motherfuckers go get money. I don't know. Maybe, I think that's a misconception. I think like guys like Danny Jacobs, he been there's a couple fighters that's Al Heyman advised that don't fight on PBC for sure.
I mean, I don't know.
I just feel
like PBC fuck with Hector, or else they wouldn't have given him that shot.
Man,
honestly, I felt like Hector somewhat skipped the line and to some degree for a tune-up. I felt like Michelle Rivera should have got that tune-up over him. Like when at the time when they were saying, "Oh, he gonna get a tune-up," and they ain't mentioned no names. The logical name that made sense to me was a tall, right-handed fighter in the Michelle Rivera. So when Hector Garcia got the fight, that shit threw me off. I was like, "Huh, a southpaw." But that let me know that there's some form of favoritism his way. I think they like the fact that he took that fight with Colbert on last minute notice and beat him and then went on to get a belt. So they rewarded him with that title, with that big payday. I think that's kind of what happened there.
Hey, my man Rito made a good point. He said Golovkin fought Canelo and went right back to selling the same amount of tickets. That rub don't always work like that. Pause.
Yeah. Well, no disrespect. Well, hold on. Triple G was selling big money tickets. He with Lemieux, with Jacobs. Yo, he was selling out the Garden without Canelo.
But was after Canelo.
But if you want to be fair, though, he ain't fighting nobody who G fought good at the Canelo.
Yeah.
Besides Derevyanchenko, he ain't fighting nobody good to go out to go see him.
Yeah, it wasn't. He had no crazy fight after Canelo.
No.
Bash.
No, well, that's probably why he wasn't selling tickets. He was fighting bums.
Yeah, nobody going to see Zermeda.
Nah, but when he before Canelo, hold on. What I'm saying is before Canelo, he was selling tickets.
What'd you say, Brody?
We ain't going to see no damn Steve Rose. Stuff.
Definitely ain't gonna sell like that.
Hey, real quick. No disrespect, but if O'Shaquie Foster get a headline, man, Hector Garcia would need to get one.
If O'Shaquie Foster get a headline, what?
Man, Hector Garcia can get one because O'Shaquie Foster is a snooze fucking fast.
That was more for Ray Vargas though.
You're right because he did have a belt. You're right.
Well, both of them guys is Texas. Well, O'Shaquie from Texas, but I think that was more so Ray Vargas than. You know what I mean? That was
you're
like
right,
Ray
Vargas.
And I feel like they'll just throw Hector in fucking Minnesota. Like, yo, headline in Minnesota. Well, we know we're gonna sell.
Yeah, it can be something small. Yeah. I hope he get one. I fuck with him.
I hope they bring him to Jersey. Bring him to Newark. That Prudential Center against Lamont Roach. That's right there from Maryland, where he's from. So he'll bring some fans. The Dominican fan base is already there. You throw a couple New Yorkers or Puerto Ricans on the undercard. Yo, you bring some fights to the East Coast. I feel like PBC has been steering away from the East Coast. Like, yo, bring these Dominicans down to the East Coast.
Put that shit back in Atlantic City where that Gary and Max Sayo fight was.
Yeah, Atlantic City. We'll drive down. My fan base is dying to go.
You already know how I feel, man. My man Boots headline in the city, man.
Yeah, I agree with that too.
We ready for Boots, man.
Hey, I'm coming up to Philly.
Me too. I'm going to Philly.
Boots had a crowd at that last fight, bro.
You know, he did.
As the co-main.
You know, everybody wanted to see Boots though. You know, well, they was really there for Tank. We ain't gonna do that. But I think Boots is a favorite though. I think he's starting to blow.
Oh man, Boots. Somebody who was in the building was like, "Damn, I ain't know Boots had it like this. Like I ain't know he had a fan base like this." So, and even when you was watching,
it was for sure in there for Tank though, for sure.
But a lot of dudes from Philly, like Wallow, Gilly, Meek Mill, all those people were there. Like obviously, I'm there to see Tank too, but I'm not gonna say that I ain't want to see Boots.
Let's look at it like this. Almost every if a person is into boxing that much to where they made it to be a Boots fan, they probably already a Tank fan. You get what I'm saying? It's not necessarily gonna be that a Tank fan is a Boots fan, but anybody who's a fan of Boots is probably already a fan of Tank.
Right. You watch boxing.
100%.
I don't know where they could throw a fight at in Philly though, Ty. Where they could put Boots at, Ty?
I told you I put down Temple. That shit, Temple see 11,000. That's right in North Philly.
Right there. Boom. I'll be out there. Listen, hold on. Book this shit right now. Boots headline in Philly. I'm there.
Yeah, I would go to that shit too. I ain't gonna hold you.
That's time to post up on your block when they come up there too.
Yeah, and you taking me out. Yo, Ty, you taking me out for cheesesteaks on you.
Listen, man. I'm gonna be turned up the whole week.
Yeah, man. We going to Max's.
Listen, we good. Trust me, we good.
Hey, what y'all think of that undercard though?
Which one?
A lot of people don't like it. The Garcia.
That shit was
ain't nothing to think about.
Trash.
It ain't shit to think
but
about.
The thing is, they got options. Like, look, Frank Martin. He don't got to fight. De Los Santos don't got to fight.
Well, Frank Martin might be on that June card.
What about De Los Santos? What about Boots? You know what I'm saying?
Maybe they're waiting for Ball.
What was that?
Boots might be headliner.
All right, but what about De Los Santos? De Los Santos don't even got a date.
Listen, I like PBC, but like one thing about them, this schedule be lacking, man.
Hey, you ain't been in contact with him, bro? He ain't let you know about.
I interviewed him. I was with him the other day. I was with him last week.
So what he said, they ain't really hitting his line or what?
Listen, man. I don't want to talk too much about private conversation, but I do got an interview coming out with him. I just got to translate it. I got to put the subtitles on.
Yo, who is Senna Agbeko?
No idea,
bro.
Ain't this a mix with the Zone and PBC fights?
I think the Zone got one slot, bro.
Yo, it would have been what they should have done is De Los Santos versus William Zepeda. That would have been a fire fight in the weight class of the guys fighting in the main event.
That would have been a fire one.
Yeah.
No, that definitely for sure would have been. That would have been.
But maybe. Hey, man. As much as I don't want to say it to lean into the Rick Glazer kind of community of Twitter, maybe they kind of spent out on that main event, bro. Like but the way it's looking, like it wasn't that much cheese left.
The names I'm mentioning are not that expensive. You act like I said put Charlo or fucking Benavidez on the undercard.
But I don't know, man. De Los Santos, man, he probably, I don't know. Maybe they got plans for all these people that we want to see. You never know.
I hope so.
At the end of the day, I'm gonna take the punch and I'm gonna roll with it. We got a nice fight that we want to see. Who cares about the garbage before that? I mean, we know it.
I do, because I'm a boxing fan. Like, it's so short-sighted.
We don't want to see it, but that Elijah Garcia versus Kelvin Salgado, that's gonna be a fight.
You're gonna be a boxing fan and you're gonna make a fight out of no fight. We gonna always do that.
I'm just saying, but again, it's a no-name fighter because nobody know who Elijah Garcia is. Obviously, he just got that knockout win over what's my man Vidal, but that him and Kevin Salgado, you got two guys like to come forward. They like to bang. I think that's gonna be a real.
Can you zoom in on it? Because when you put it on this right here, we see it, but it's like mad little.
I'm on my laptop, so I can see it.
I'm on my laptop too, man. So
it's like David Morel versus Senna Agbeko. Then you got Gabe Rosado versus Bektamir Milikuziev, a rematch, and then you got Elijah Garcia versus Kevin Salgado. I never seen Kevin Salgado fight, so I'm not going to.
Yeah, so Kevin Salgado, he just fought what's my man Joey Spencer. He just fought Joey Spencer, and then he fought to Brian Perella on a Lubin Fundora undercard. He fought Brian Perella, and he had a draw with him. So remember, it was Brian Perella Salgado, and then Tony fought Garcia dude, and then Lubin fought fucking Fundora that night. That was the opener to that fight. Then his next fight, he just lost to Joey Spencer.
Okay. I got you.
Yeah, so
I mean, if you lost to Joey Spencer, I mean, I'm not even going to finish that. I'm not even going to finish that because I'm high on Elijah Garcia. To be fair, I've only seen him fight once, but that was a performance, bro. That was a statement-making performance when he did that.
This makes sense. He said they should have put the Morel fight on the Benavidez Plant undercard and put the Rio Fire on this card. That makes sense. I just think that their whole team was coming out at the same time. So even Pacheco went like a week or two before this. I think that was March 11th. Pacheco went. So I just think it was easy for their whole camp to all be in kind of training camp together type shit. You know what I'm saying?
Honestly, I be feeling like the undercards a lot of times are just thrown together. Like I don't feel like a lot of times it's like thought out and planned out. Like to me, like this is something Don King used to do in the 90s. He would have a heavyweight card. So it'll be a pay-per-view, all 4 fights are heavyweight.
But so, you know what? Wait, my bad.
So now somebody in the undercard has a spectacular performance. You're like, shit, put him against the winner of either one of the undercard fight or the main event. And that way you build a rivalry. Who had knockout of the night, blah, blah, blah. You know, this conversation. But if you have a super heavyweight, a super middleweight, a fucking middleweight, and then the headlines of lightweights is like these guys are never gonna fight each other.
But you know, one second though. But what I want to say about this too, though, it makes sense that they kind of doing it like this, broad, because we know that PBC cards is not like super like not the cards. We know these fighters not fighting very often. So if you take somebody like David Morel, right, and you put him as the co-main on Tank and Ryan, you know what that means? That means David Morel next fight, that shit going to be benefit. That shit is going to be injury. You get what I'm saying? Yeah. You take this young guy and Elijah Garcia and you open him up against Kevin Salgado on his Tank day. The next card is going to be a big fight at middleweight, whether it's fucking Adama, the winner of Adama is J-Rock. Like you putting these guys in front of them.
Man, they're not putting in a 19-year-old against Adama. Stop that.
Well, they just put a 19-year-old against the fucking Vidal. Vidal was like 16-0 with how many knockouts?
Yeah, but Vidal, no disrespect to Vidal. Vidal's not Adames, bro. Yo, I like Elijah Garcia.
I'm not saying that, but what I'm saying is you giving him this type of exposure, that's saying a lot to me.
David Morel only 19 years old?
No. Elijah Garcia.
Oh, you talking about Elijah Garcia? Oh, my bad.
Yeah, I like it. I don't want people in the chat to misunderstand. I like Elijah Garcia. I'm high on him. Like that last performance impressed me, but I still want to see him move the right way. Throwing him against a top 5 middleweight at this point in his career, I don't think it's the right idea.
I agree, and I bet Broadway against Adames, but Elijah Garcia wouldn't be ready versus Adames.
Not yet, bro. I like him, but not yet.
But Broadway, you talking about the weakest division in boxing, bro. You acting like the top 10 of the WBC. You don't know none of them niggas. We don't know them. What time who is these niggas? We don't know them guys.
I agree with you. But why throw in a guy who's an offensive fighter against a puncher so early in his career?
No, okay. I'm not saying that, but think about it, right?
True. Y'all talking about it for nothing. J-Rock winning anyway, so we ain't got.
I got J-Rock.
Why we talking about Adames? My man J-Rock ready to bring this title back to this city, man. Stop playing.
He ain't doing shit. I got money with both these dudes, man.
This my theory though, y'all. This is my theory though. What if they try? What if they don't want to pay all them motherfuckers? Put Boots on the undercard. You already got pay Ryan Garcia and Tank. You ain't trying to do all that.
Boost might be getting his own. I think Boost might be headlining soon.
I mean, look at it like this. They feel like everybody who they going to be, all the fans that they could pull in, they going to already pull in with that main event. You feel me? Ryan and Tank pulling in anybody else who they will usually put on the undercard to bring in extra fans could bring. You get what I'm saying? They already bringing that.
I do feel like they should put on the casual card.
Stop.
He said Jamal. First of all, they both got the same coach and they train in the same gym. They're never fighting each other. So, and you know what's crazy? Because once Jamal move up, the same smoke that everybody giving Keyshawn and Shakur, make sure y'all give that shit to Jamal Charlo and David Morel. Make sure y'all get them motherfuckers the same smoke that y'all giving Keyshawn and Shakur and some of these other guys that saying they don't want to fight each other.
Man, let's talk about fighters who actually got a fight lined up and that fought in the last fucking century. Like,
my man said, hey, Truth. My man said he won Charlo. My man Boo Boo said he won Charlo, man. What's up, man?
Let him have it.
Let's see it. Let's see it.
Man, Boo Boo need to. Boo Boo need to go fight on Pro Box and get some.
No, listen, he gonna fight. He gonna fight one of the Davis this year. He gonna fight Morel. He gonna fight Morel. He gonna fight Benavidez. You should make it to beat DeMar Nicholson because he's from your hood.
Shit, DeMar Nicholson ain't from me. From Maryland.
He from your hood. Rap your hood, nigga.
Nah, that shit.
Hey, they should have put on a casual card though, man. Come on, now. You got to add somebody else to that undercard.
They gave you a casual card when they gave you Frank Martin and Rivera.
That was. I mean, not the card. That was a casual main event. The card.
That's what I'm saying,
I'm
bro.
talking about the undercard.
That was casual. They looked out for us.
Nah, the undercard was Straka. Yo, that Vladimir Shishkin versus Jose Ustafagi. No. Hold on. Listen to this. So after the fight, like what they do in the press, they bring the fighters to the press and they'll be like, all right, anybody want to interview him? Yo, literally everybody said no. Like Vladimir Shishkin was just standing there. All the journalists there with their cameras and their pens and all that just was like, nah, we're good. I'm good. I don't want to interview everybody. I was like, damn, I felt bad. I should have interviewed him, but
yeah, why you ain't do it, bro? Come on, now.
Nah, because the thing is, I wasn't sure.
Can you even speak English?
Now they had a translator.
Yeah, that's what.
Anybody got time for that?
Now the reason I ain't do it was because I was waiting for Frank Martin to come out. So I was like, I don't want to be interviewing Vladimir Shishkin, and then Frank Martin comes out, and then I missed that interview. But nobody was interested. So that's what I'm saying. Is like, to me, a casual card is something where there's names in the deep division that we may want to see against each other. You know what I'm saying? Like, honestly, I feel like Rolly versus Puello is an undercard fight. I don't feel like that's a main event.
Yeah, they should have put that on here. Yeah,
that right there would have made sense because it's a former tank opponent with a guy who has a belt at 140 who's a potential tank opponent. And there you go. Now you building a name, and that's how you promoting shit.
Yeah, but
I
don't think it makes sense to have Rolly in the same vicinity on the same stage. Either one of them guys with the guy that just knocked him out. Them motherfuckers will get to yapping each other, taking each other off what the fuck they got to do. Somebody going to ask the question, how does it feel?
They cool now, though.
But I just seen them give each other a pound.
Yeah, they cool now.
Again, that's one thing. But when the cameras is in front, these motherfuckers, it's fight week. They cutting weight. You asking the question. Just like with fucking Boots and Rashidi sitting right next to each other. The whole fucking building knew that was like the weight in the room, bro. That was the elephant in the room the whole week, bro. Is Rashidi and Boots, and you put them right next to each other. Somebody asked the question. Motherfuckers damn near fought on the stage, bro.
Good. That went a little viral a little bit.
Matter of fact, they sat close to each other at the fight 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
Or was it last week? Yeah, Rolly and Tank, they sat close to each other at the Benavidez fight.
Yeah, nah, you know it. It's all good though. Yeah, I had to just block some idiot. You know what I mean?
Yeah, nah, I stay doing that. I don't be giving people chances, bro. I be blocking people quick. But once you on some stupid shit on the chat, I block you. Pooh.
Yeah, I looked at him, seen him.
This is a sick Negro.
Had to get him up out of there. Had to get him up out of there. No. So what y'all think about? I mean, I know, man, but what y'all think about this Spence Crawford, man? We hearing they might do it June 17th. The people reporting. We ain't hear nothing from the WBO with this Alexis Rocha, all of this and that. Like, you know what I mean? Got to be happening, right? No.
I saw Bernie the boxer. I saw Bernie the boxer put that it's not true that the fight is done.
Oh, he said the fight is done, like not happening, or like
he said because Michael Benson had reported something.
Yeah, I seen it. Yeah,
and Bernie the boxer wrote not true.
I don't know. I ain't heard from Bud.
Listen to that clown, man. Bernie and his sister. I don't care what they say. We keep a buzz.
You know what, Tom?
We keep a buzz.
That's the only thing that really make that's a hard watch for me is like somebody like Bernie and some of the things that
I
he
only
said.
care. Listen, if Bo make a buzz, then I stand on it. I don't even Coach Red, not Bernie. Bernie a clown, man. Bernie a clown, man.
I don't know. I don't like having clowns around me, Tom.
Yeah. Like one thing, like Bo Mac talk trash. But he don't go personal with dudes. You know what I mean, a lot of times. No, Bernie clown stuff, man.
Yeah.
Man, if Bo Mac say something negative, I'm like, all right, bet it ain't gonna happen.
Hey, yo, so my man Boston, he's gotten to the question. We about to jump into it too. Hey, man, so before I get into the fights that we really gonna talk about, Sebastian Fundora got Brian Mendoza this week, man. That's the PBC card, that's going on quietly. You know what I'm saying, this weekend. Sebastian Fundora and what's my man name? I said and Brian Mendoza. I know Brian Mendoza, this dude, he like 21-2. He just coming off that knockout in November. He knocked out Jason Rosario. I don't know, man. He lost to Jesus Ramos, a UD. And he lost to some random guy, Larry Gomez, some split decision. I must have been a tough fight or whatever for him. But I don't know, man. He coming off that knockout. I wonder if there's anything he could possibly do with my man Fundora, man. You know what I mean? What y'all think?
Man, ain't nobody could do nothing with Fundora except for the #1 pound-for-pound king, Mel Charlo, and maybe Castano. Other than that, man, ain't nobody could do nothing with Fundora, man. What are we talking about?
I think Charles Conway will break him down, bro. I'm not gonna lie to you. I think Charles Conway will break him down.
Breaking my man down,
and I think Tim Tszyu got something for him too.
He gonna
nah. I Charles Conwell. I'm not writing him off because I've seen a lot of good stuff from him, but Tim Tszyu not fucking with Fundora, man.
You know what? Okay, I know Karma gonna go to town with this when we talk about me throwing guys in there too early. What I've seen from Jesus Ramos, I think can give him 1 or 2 more fights, bro. I think he's ready for Fundora. Like he got enough size, enough height, enough power and shit like that. He loved to fight on the inside too. Like
no. I'll give you that. Jesus Ramos is about 2-3 fights away from the big dogs. Whether he beats these guys, I don't know, but he is 2-3 fights away from fighting just about anybody. I will agree with that.
Because Fundora was 6'6".
I think he's 6'6". I could be wrong. But also on that undercard, Fundora versus Brian Norman, my man Luis Reynaldo Nunez, my Dominican brother, featherweight, who's ranked #4 in the WBA at 126. He'll be fighting Christian Olivo, an undefeated Mexican. I believe he's 20-1. The guy only has like 7 knockouts, so he's not a big puncher. For my non-hardcores, man, this guy Luis Reynaldo Nunez, really aggressive fighter, Dominican fighter. He can crack. He's trained by Andre Rozier, and I'm really high on this kid, and I'm really, really looking forward to this fight, man.
Hey, so who is that? Who is my bad? My bad. Go ahead, True.
I was about to say, me and Broadway, we talk. I'm real high on Luis Nunez, but I do think that he got like just when I first come to mind, and especially with him being that featherweight, I start to draw a comparison to my man to Mauricio Lara. These both guys got power. And Nunez, when you hit him, he ready to fight. Like Nunez, he got that fighting spirit. Like you land a couple good punches on Nunez, bro. He ready to throw it away and bang with you. He do got powers though too. Like he not like a weak guy that just could be in there throwing and banging and shit. Like he got some power. I just want him to be able to put it together. Set some of his shots up, and be able to kind of work behind his power instead of getting to like the little brawls and shit. But that's a guy. I think he's gonna be able to make some noise at 26, man.
This is his 4th undefeated fighter in his last 5 fights. So they moving him pretty quickly. I believe he's only 23, so he's a young boy, and he's coming at these dudes. He's taking O's left and right, and I'm really excited for his fight. I know most people are going to be watching the Top Rank card because of all the top prospects on it, as well as the core. But I'm definitely going to be tuned in to see my man Luis Nunez, man. Again, he's fighting an undefeated opponent, and I've watched his opponent before on YouTube, and the guy can fight. He doesn't have a lot of power, but the guy can fight.
Hey, what y'all think about Jared Anderson and George Arias, that fight? What you think about that?
I don't listen. I believe Jared Anderson's. I believe Jared Anderson's last 5 fights have all been second round knockouts.
Yeah.
That's not happened. That's not happening. This fight is going at least 4 or 5 rounds, more than that, and I wouldn't be surprised it goes to the decision.
Woo! I don't think it's going to decision. Let me see. I'm gonna check. I'm about to look at Big Baby shit right now. So his, yeah, you're right, bro. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Y'all
Hey, Truth. Is it 10 rounder, Truth? Is it 10 rounder?
Yeah.
Yes,
10 rounder.
Yeah.
As the Bull Big Baby opponent ever been 10 rounds?
Yeah.
Let me see. Yeah, he went 10 rounds once before.
Okay, what about Big Baby? How many times Big Baby been in distance?
Never.
Oh, so son got give.
No, but he don't fight to go the distance though. Like that's not how Big Baby fight. You know what I'm saying?
Can this dude punch?
He got 18 wins and seven knockouts. So
no, I say that because Big Baby can be touched.
He can be touched, and I think he can. But what I'm saying is, this dude is 18-0 with 7 knockouts.
Can he fight, bro? Come on, give us some scout report, bro.
He's not. He does a lot of like unnecessary movements. I feel.
He fight like Mike Tyson. He fight like he think he Mike Tyson.
But he's a really short heavy. He's like 5'11".
Yeah.
So like for a heavyweight that short, so he kind of has to like, But I feel like a lot of times he does it a little too much, or sometimes he'll bounce on his feet unnecessarily, wasting a lot of energy, which I feel like in turn gets him tired. But I do think he's crafty enough to last definitely more than 2 rounds. Like if the over under is 2, I'm betting the over for sure.
He got to get in there though, bro, because Anderson's 6'4" with a 78.5 arm reach. Your man like 5'10" with a 74-inch arm reach.
Yeah, I mean, listen, I'm not saying he's gonna win the fight. I'm not saying he's gonna win the fight. I just think he's crafty enough to go longer than 2 rounds, which that's all he's done in his last 5 fights.
Yeah,
that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, I think he could. I think he can.
I think 6, 7 rounds is probably where the fight ends, but I wouldn't be surprised if it goes to the decision.
Cole got to make a statement. They hating on Cole, Truth, so he got to make a decision.
Hey, listen, he about to make a statement. He about to make, and God, sometimes I hate hearing certain boxing news because I'll be wanting to say shit, and then it's like if I had this conversation right now, it's gonna be rough. So I'm gonna leave certain shit alone. But back to the Cole fight, I think Cole gonna stop him, bro. I'm not gonna lie to you.
So?
I think, huh?
You think so? Think Cole gonna? I would think he gonna stop him late. I was thinking that.
I'm betting that. I'm betting that he gonna stop him, and I'm betting that what's my man Keyshawn gonna stop Yigan in the first 6.
I think that's cool. I think Shakur been itching to stop somebody, man. I think.
What about the Whistlane fight, y'all? What about the Bull that's fighting Bam? Bam gonna stop Bull?
Oh, Bam is fighting, huh? Damn, I forgot. Damn, bro, he is
fighting. And MJ fighting on his own.
Bro, it's like fuck.
Yo, that money, that money out there this weekend, True. That's why I make sure my
Bam.
I'm about to make an 18-leg parlay.
You coming to the fight, bro?
Nah, I'm not going.
Yeah,
Every time I hear about Bam is when Sonny chasing him.
Yeah, I'm my man got some ticket. I'm going to see my man Truth. You know what I mean?
Nah, yeah. If one of y'all got a spare ticket, just send it my way. But
no. If I come across it, I got you.
Nah,
he's fighting Christian Hernandez.
Who, Bam?
Christian Gonzalez Hernandez. That's who Bam fighting.
Yeah, I'm about to make an 18-leg parlay.
No, it's too much. You're gonna lose. You're gonna lose by 1. Don't do it. Stop doing it.
You don't have to.
No more.
I'm picking Nunez, Fedora, Shakur, Keyshawn, Garrett.
Oh, bro, you're gonna do it like an 18-leg with all
A-side.
Yeah, my man said, don't forget. Oh, we don't talk about that guy on this channel. Let me see. Bam is here. Bam is in San Antonio.
Wait. Why don't we talk about that guy?
Cause my thing, hey, I ain't gonna lie, bro. If you can't respect the fans, bro, you telling fans fuck you and we don't do this and we ain't doing that. And he from the state I'm from, bro.
That's what I was about to say. He from
bro. But my thing is, it's a difference when I just feel like when it comes to fighters and shit like that, bro. It's one thing to feel how you feel or have a chip on your shoulder. It's another thing when you telling fans fuck them. Like I could imagine a fighter telling me fuck me when I know I spent over $10,000 attending boxing events last year. You can't. I mean, and I'm not trying to be funny, and I'm not trying to play the money game, but you could tell other people fuck you. You can't tell me fuck me because I spend money, like, you know what I'm saying, and I ain't appreciate that shit. So yeah, Raymond Ford, he cool. He from Jersey, but I don't like to discuss him on this shit.
I don't know. I like Raven Ford. I'm talking about fighting wise.
He can fight. He can fight for sure. But, you know, as far as coverage, you know what I mean? The people who he like to go to, let them motherfuckers cover him. Yeah, you know what I mean?
All right.
That's but you know, yeah. What you think? What you think Shakur gonna do, bro?
Shakur, I mean, I think he's on the decision, and I think, but I do think he separates, like, he shows his class in this fight where he you know, outboxes him, schools this guy, maybe drops him. But I don't think he gets a stoppage. This guy is not a bum. I've seen him fight. I saw him fight Nakatani in his last fight. He fought on that it was a big undercard. It was the Taraji Taraji. I forget his opponent.
Yoshino?
Yoshino fought on an undercard of Taraji last fight.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. Yeah, he fought, that's when he just knocked out Nakatani.
Yeah. So I remember seeing him there, but I do think Shakur beats him, but I don't think he stops.
That was the Franco card, right? Was it the Franco card?
Nah, it was Taraji something. I gotta check.
I know because I know Bam brother Joshua Kayaguchi. He said whatever his name is.
Kayaguchi. Yes. There you go.
Some shit like that.
Hey yo, y'all think he gonna beat Raymond Ford this week? Because I see a lot of people picking him to beat him. I don't know if they're picking him because they don't like Raymond Ford or they.
I ain't gonna hold you. I don't like Raymond Ford. So I ain't
trying to my party up because y'all like this one real life. I want to know he's gonna win the fight.
Hey, I'm gonna say this because I don't want to talk about him. Put him on your parlay, but I don't want to talk about that nigga. I don't want to talk about that guy. He when you say fuck the fans, I gotta, you know what I mean?
I'm gonna have to send you the Dominican music for when I hop.
Yeah, hey, send it to me, bro. Hey, look, you know my man Kyle from Miami. I was
just gonna say I'll take my music, cue that thing.
305 fitted just to match my kicks.
I'll take mine. I like mine.
Yeah. Now,
hey man,
I gotta give one for my man Ty, one for my man Broadway, my man Trill.
You know what Ty won't?
I used to pray for times like this. What time?
Hey, I was you called it out. You know, hold up, wait a minute.
I thought it was gonna be even though what we do is wrong.
Oh yeah. Oh no, you know what it might be? It might be
remember the Beans John Philly.
Yeah. Yeah, I love Philly hip hop, bro. Philly got some spitters, man. When it comes to hip hop, I fuck with Philly heavy.
Man, Ty doing it just want to rock TikTok.
Hey, listen, I know you a nuts, Kel. I know you like Dark Low.
Yeah, Dark Low, my man.
I like Dark Low. If we do know Dark Low is, I tell you listen to real hip hop.
I fuck with Dark Low heavy.
Who is Michael Blount? Truth, pack him up.
Nah, that's little bro, man. Chill. That's my man.
Keyshawn, pack him up.
I can't wait to Keyshawn knock him out. I can't wait.
Nah, I got Frank Martin winning that.
Keyshawn gonna knock him out.
Keyshawn gonna do what I thought AJ was gonna do, and that's embarrass Derrick James.
Don't worry about it. Don't worry, Earl going to sleep. Don't worry about it. Earl going to sleep.
I think Derrick James was AJ performed. I was thoroughly unimpressed with AJ this past weekend. That's what we ain't talking about either.
No, but look, listen. Okay. So true. Let me dig into this because I'm a person that really sit at the 50-yard line when it comes to AJ. So I'm good for this. You get what I'm saying? Yeah, all right. Yeah. So it was things that was present that I liked and that I didn't like. I'll start with what I like first. You get what I'm saying? I like that I was able to see him go to the body. I like that I was able to see him make certain kind of adjustments. And I like that he didn't look as timid as he usually looked. Yeah. He was able to mix it up a little bit. But let's go to what I didn't like. he still fought timid, even though he didn't fight as timid as he usually fights. He still fought timid. Then on top of that, he still, I don't know, man. He was still real, like kind of too relying on that weak ass jab, bro. And don't get me wrong, he mixed it up when he was supposed to, but that jab, man, it still wasn't there. It's like he was just flicking it out. And coming from a camp like that, it's like, bro, ain't no jab flicking going on in that camp.
Hey, let me tell you some funny shit, Kyle. When I used to be in the gym with Mike Fox and his father Troy Fox, I was like the biggest dude in there, and he would always be like, "Man, your big ass, you think you a middleweight, don't you? You're not a middleweight, bro. Stop trying to throw your punches so fast and be so quick and snap your punches. Sit on them bitches and throw your punches." And that's the same thing with AJ. Like when I'm watching AJ in the ring, you could see AJ thinking, and it's like, motherfucker, what is you thinking about, bro? Just like stop, like just fight, bro. Like I'm gonna throw this jab. I'm gonna outthink him. I'm gonna move this way. Bro, just fight, man. Like, come on.
The best thoughts are the thoughts on the fly.
Hey, Kyle, through that. After we got to the third or fourth round, look.
Come on now, dog.
Come on, man.
Come on, I'm like, God damn, AJ. God. Hey, I'm sitting, and I put a ticket with an AJ on it too. It's the crazy part. I didn't even put the ticket for him to win. The ticket said that at least one of the fighters get knocked down. That was part of my. I said, listen, Jermaine Franklin liked to fight. You know what I'm saying, Kyle? Jermaine Franklin, he liked to scrap. AJ, I mean, once he get going, I thought he was gonna get going. I mean, I'm like, once he get going and they start maybe exchanging, somebody getting knocked down.
Bro, you know what AJ remind me of? AJ remind me of when you got one of them lawnmowers, bro, and you pulling that cord and that motherfucker sound like it's about to crank.
Yeah.
Like it just don't crank, bro. Like,
right?
It's like, bro, it's there, but god damn, bro, please.
Chainsaw. That shit damn.
Bro. That nigga would just not crank, bro. Like, I don't know what it is with AJ, but that nigga would not crank. I don't know what he need, bro. I don't know what he missing, but it's not there. Like it'll never be there. And it's like, bro, even when you find a good in AJ, even when you find a good in what he did, and you compare that shit to the top heavyweights, it's not enough. Yeah, it's not enough. And that's why I can't wait till, people always say it's an unrealistic fight. But I mean, in heavyweights, that's where we get all the unrealistic fights. And I can't wait until Frank fucking Sanchez put that nigga in the fucking dirt, bro. I don't know. He just like Loma to me. Don't get me wrong. After seeing the adjustments, the small adjustments from him, being with Derek, I agree. You know what I'm saying? That he did look a little better. But I mean, I'm still not making no deposits, bro. Yeah, I'm not putting no money in that bank.
Karma ain't going for the AJ slander, but he got, I don't know what he need, man. I don't know what's up with AJ, man. That shit, it's like, bro, like Andy Ruiz took his heart, bro. That's like AJ, yo. I remember like AJ at some points, like he'll crank up. Like, what's crazy? After he beat Andy Ruiz, he fought Pulev. Remember, he knocked Pulev out. But even when he knocked Pulev out, it took him mad rounds, bro. Like the AJ before that was crushing shit. Like, not I say he was, but he was like the AJ that fought Dominique Brazil. He smoked Dominique Brazil. He smoked Charles Martin. Like, he was smoking motherfuckers and throwing heavy shots. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know, man. That Frank J. Nah, Frank could get him, Karma. I ain't gonna hold you.
Frank got that dog in him, Karma.
Yeah, Frank could get him.
Frank got that dog, Karma.
AJ is Karma, man. Yeah, Karma, what you think of that performance?
Karma, please tell us. Karma, please join us. Join us. Let me hear that voice on this AJ performance.
Yeah, she ain't gonna talk. She ain't gonna come on here and talk about no
Karma
AJ.
don't talk, man. I don't know, man. Karma don't
yeah,
talk.
My man, Michael Blunt said that. He said, Joe, I was just thinking about that, man. Joe Joyce, he'll put him in a fucking blender, man. He'll put AJ in the blender. But you know AJ wouldn't take that fight. You know what AJ is saying.
I broke my back.
What do you mean by that? Vertebrae or what portion?
You know it's spinal when it comes to AJ. You know that. That shit's spinal.
Man, yeah.
He ain't taking no fucking. He ain't taking no fucking. He ain't taking no Joyce fight, man.
You know, like I know he won't take that fight.
Yeah, man. Man.
Oh, hold on, man. Karma miking up.
Karma said, "Let me get my phone." Hey, they gonna ask Derek. Hey, Derek, you think AJ gonna take that fight?
This nigga's scared.
AJ ain't doing that, man.
Oh man, dog, man. But
this slow ass get to the center ring, the fight gonna be over. She got her other phone so she could text. That's not happening, Karma. I like AJ, and that's the crazy part about it. It'd be like that Adrian Broner vibe. Even when sometimes it's certain people or you might have that family member that you be like, you know what, bro, I love this motherfucker, but today is the day. The limit is over. You know what I mean? And then you see it, he's like, man, I can't.
You know what it's like, bro? Like you say, it's like when you watching Adrian Broner, even with that family member, bro, it's like certain things you feel like that person just naturally possess. And it's like, bro, if you just stick to this,
if you just tap into this,
right? If you got that dope fiend uncle when you seen him clean himself up before, you know what I'm saying?
Or shit or something. You know what I mean?
Think about that mind space you was in when you cleaned yourself up. Stay in that mind space. That's what I need AJ to do, bro.
Yeah, it's gonna be. He say low reward fight for AJ with Purist if he beat.
I disagree. No fight right now for AJ with a known name is a low reward. Anybody that AJ beat, it would make him shine, bro.
And you know what's crazy too? Like you look at AJ, his last I guess you could say 6. He 3-3. He lost to Ruiz, then he beat Ruiz.
And then he lost to
Ruiz, and then he beat Pulev. After Ruiz, he beat Pulev. That was his third fight. So he was 1 and he was 2-1, and then he lost 2 straight times. 3. Right. You know what I mean? He 3-3. He just beat Jermaine Franklin. He 3-3 his last 6 fights. He need to win the big fight.
Right. He needed, bro. We need to see. We don't need to waste no more time on AJ. And I go back to what Ari was saying, bro. I think it was Ari and it was somebody else. It's time for AJ to cash out. He already was saying the R word, like they were saying on the broadcast. He was already saying retire.
Yeah.
So once you thinking retire, bro, just cash out. Go fight Wilder, get the bag, and then go fucking be Ghost.
You want AJ to look good? Put that motherfucker in the ring with Tony Yoka, man. Put him in the ring with Tony Yoka. We just seen Tony Yoka get beat up by Martin Bacoli and my man Carlos Takam.
But he won't get paid.
Huh?
He won't get paid for that.
That's. I mean, he was Jermaine Front. I mean,
but Jermaine Franklin was his confidence building fight. And it was this fight with Derek to break them in. Now it's time for him to fight Wilder with Derek. And if he win, he make more money. If he lose, he cashed out nice.
He right though. He said AJ just needs to win though. Why would he fight Joe? Hearn to get him back in the title shot would beat him 3 bums. I like his statement, Boston's. But the question for you is, it's only 2 champions right now. He gonna go fight a third fight with the guy that got 3 of the belts that he already cracked them twice, or you gonna go get knocked out by Fury? So as of right now, I don't think who gonna beat Fury.
Either way it go, his championship visions, if he have any, he might as well flush them shits down the toilet. All he needs to be thinking about is the bag. I think
he's gonna beat again. If they do end up making a Fury fight with old boy, if they do, who knows? We just seen Dubois get called for that. He gonna have to go through some smoke. Even a guy with me, even a guy like Daniel Dubois right now, I don't think AJ just walked through him, bro. He gonna have to take some punches to get to beat Dubois.
Man, Dubois, I used to think The only reason why I think that's a good fight now is because of the last AJ that I just saw. But if we was going off of AJ before this fight, I would have Dubois favored in that fight. But now I think it'll be kind of 50-50 depending on the headspace that AJ is in. But just as a disclaimer, I'm not high on Dubois.
I'm not high on him either, but him and AJ is around the same size. They both big guys, and Dubois gonna throw. Like the shit, all that hugging shit AJ was doing with right. That shit not gonna work with Dubois. You feel me? You gotta punch him out, bro. He gonna punch. Like he's gonna punch. Like AJ better all that standing around weird shit. AJ be doing this. That shit not gonna work, bro.
You put that jab out there too fast to be punching AJ. There you go. You gotta lay it out there.
Word, yeah. Let's say, what do you say? Martin Bacoli is a big dude, but he got stopped by a smaller man than Michael Hunter. Yeah, that was a minute ago, though. What was that? Was 2017, 2018? Michael Hunter stopped him, and that's the only loss that he got on his record. And we're not gonna act like Michael Hunter wasn't an Olympian too. You know what I'm saying? Look. Hold up. I got something for you.
Carmen,
I heard you guys up there talking shit about AJ, so I had to intervene.
So how do you feel? How you feel about that performance this week, Carmen?
I think he did excellent. I think he did an excellent job. I feel like we are too caught up on that knockout, and we're not taking into consideration that Jermaine Franklin ain't never been knocked out by nobody. So why would it come now?
Yeah, but he didn't even.
That boy got a chin strap. That boy got a chin strap on him.
He wasn't throwing no combinations, Carmen.
He was. What are you talking about?
AJ was throwing combinations.
No, I refuse to. Okay, so I'm gonna respond. I'm gonna respond to both of y'all. Truth, I did see him throw a couple combinations. He didn't throw them at the rate that I wanted to see them being thrown. But he did throw a couple combinations. I did see him, let him go a little bit. But another thing, it's not even I wasn't expecting the knockout from the beginning. It wasn't the no knockout that let me down. It was that he had a chance to turn it up a notch and he didn't that let me down. Rather, it was the knockout.
He didn't have to. He fought a dominant. He won 11 rounds. Like, turn it up to what?
But I mean. It was his let me get everybody. It was the let me grasp everybody kind of vibes of that fight that he almost could have got 100%. I mean, he got it 80%, I'll say, but he could have got it 100% if he would have just put his foot on the gas just a little bit more. And I feel like he was just a little too timid. I like the performance, Mama.
It was, you know what? So I'm not going to shit on it all the way because he did 11-1, 12-0, and if that was the case, Jermaine Franklin could have did more because he looked like he tried to do more in a Dillian White fight. But I didn't see it from AJ. Like you can't tell me that
performance. What were you looking for that you did not see?
I was looking to see. All right, cool. AJ ready to get back in there with a Fury or with a Wilder or with Usyk again or with.
Definitely Wilder, yes. Maybe Usyk, probably not Fury.
You said Wilder? That's the worst. I think that's the worst.
I think Wilder doing worse than Usyk are doing.
Doubt it.
Fury doing the worst. But I think he have a harder time with Wilder than he do Usyk because Usyk don't want to play the box games. And he'll probably have a chance at figuring his way out with Usyk.
I don't know. I'm not a Wilder believer like that.
You don't believe in none of the knockouts, Carmen?
I mean, but who was the people that he knocked out?
You're right. So even the current WBC champion felt the match.
Got knocked down, not knocked out. He got back up and beat his ass.
What's gonna happen with AJ?
I don't think AJ gonna be able to get up.
Look, come on now.
We ain't never seen him not get up.
Come on now, dog.
We ain't never seen him
Come on, man.
Look, and now I gotta hit you with Broadway. Let me hit it with one more famous quote.
Most motherfuckers don't know shit about boxing.
Nah, I'm messing with you, Karma, but Karma, man. I don't know. Okay. Well, hopefully he said he coming back out in 12 more weeks. He said he got another fight in 12 weeks. He posted that. So in about 3 months, we should be seeing AJ back in that ring again. And I hope it looks better. You know, I not give Jermaine Franklin his props. Like, I mean, I think he a good fighter.
I think so too. I want to see him. I don't think he's ready for like top 5, but I want to see him fight like a Michael Hunter. Even Dubois. Yeah. I ain't no believer in Dubois either. I'm so sorry.
I'm not big on Dubois. I think that's a 50-50 fight.
But I just think that even with that fight, Karma, I think we just saw Dubois get up off the canvas like 2 or 3 times just now. I think that AJ gotta turn something on to knock Dubois out.
Well, I don't think he get put on the canvas by like he should not even been there.
You're right. By a career cruiserweight, you're right. I'll give you that. By a career cruiserweight moving up to heavyweight, it shouldn't have happened. But I still think that AJ gonna have to come with something in order to get him up out of there. And I think he can.
His problem, you know what his problem is? He's an athlete who boxes. Like he would be good at soccer, he would be good at football, everything, right? Possibly. But he just happens to box. He's not like a natural boxer. That's just like not his natural talent.
I just think it's the tenacity. I don't even think it's the boxing. Like he did show a clean looking jab, and he showed that he could, I guess, had the gas to move around for them rounds. It's the tenacity. It's the at some point in this fight, I'm gonna make a move like in a heavyweight. Like we not like for example, if Shakur Stevenson boxed to 12 rounds, we fine with that, Karma. People gonna have some shit to say, but we never going in the heavyweight fights like, I think this is gonna be a crazy 12-rounder. Like we never think about heavyweight fights like that. We always the heavyweight fights historically is the big punching, big knockout, anything can happen at any second fights.
Unless AJ in the ring.
I don't think Franklin should be there. Who said that? I don't think Franklin needs to fight nobody in Britain because they're gonna rob him. Bring your ass back to the States and fight somebody over here.
Yeah. He said so. He throwing Franklin there with I don't know. He said what? Jared Anderson. Look, Chris she's trying to put her people on talking about Jared Anderson versus AJ to determine the cash out or not. That's not a good fight for AJ either.
That's not a good
fight for Anderson. What are y'all talking
I'm not big on Anderson.
You know?
I'm not that big on Anderson. I believe he could get clipped before he get to the top 5.
He ain't even fought 12 rounds worth of boxing in his career. Like,
but I don't think he have a hard time with AJ. I see that 60-40ish, and I give it to Baby, and I'm not even a Baby fan like that.
You know what? I'm gonna be soon as AJ show that kill that he showed before, like in that Dominique Brazil fight, in the Charles Martin fight, in the Dillian White fight, in the Klitschko fight, getting up off the mat, coming back and knocking shit out. That's the AJ I want to see.
Now, I'm gonna tell you.
You know what? I want to see the same.
That AJ was very careless.
I want to see the AJ right before Andy Ruiz knocked his ass down. That's the AJ I want to see.
Imagine the AJ that we have now, athletically with Derek, with the mind of Jihad Tucker.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Bro, AJ would be mentioned with the top 5 easily, bro. That's why I say that's something that AJ is missing, bro. Like that's big, bro. Imagine AJ with the heart of fucking Jamel Charlo. You get what I'm saying? Without that timidness, bro, AJ would be a dangerous guy because he did show us this last fight. Like I say, he did show us that he got it. He just not fucking putting it out there. Put that shit on the line, AJ. You a heavyweight boxer, bro. Lay it out there. You get what I'm saying? I understand, you know what I'm saying? You want to be defensive, and I understand that, you know, my man put you on the canvas and you don't want to feel that, you don't want to taste that shit again. But, bro, you a boxer, bro. Lay that shit on the line, bro. Put it out there. At the end of the day, it looked like AJ always in his thoughts of what could go wrong. And with boxing, you don't need to think about what can go wrong, bro. You need to think about what can happen if you execute that shit the right way. What happened if you do it the right way? And I think if we get AJ mind back to that train of thought, I think he'll be a dangerous guy. I like AJ. I like him. But I'm just not holding too much stock. I'm not putting too much stock into AJ until he developed the right mindset.
Yeah, I don't hate it.
I like AJ and I like AJ. I like AJ fans too, bro.
Where did this like idea, this narrative that AJ is mentally weak come from? Because Wilder lost, we didn't see that motherfucker for a year. Fury won't even step foot in the ring with Usyk. So it looks like all of the top 5 is scared.
Agreed. I'm not.
But when you saw Wilder, we saw that tenacity. We seen Fury multiple times.
All the tenacity in the world fighting your sparring partner. My little sister come up in here, I'm whooping her ass because I've done it so many times. 100% bet on me. Like,
I'll give you that for sure. You know what? I'll give you that for sure. Got that one. You know what? I'll give you that, Carmen. So
I don't know, man, because I don't think Sonny L was gonna let his brother whoop his ass.
Nah, yeah,
I got money on
probably never could.
I got money on Karma's sister, man.
Oh wow, Broadway. Like I hold Broadway down so bad. That's how you do me.
Nah, I'm just messing with you. But I will say this: what I wanted to see, because you had asked this question earlier. What did you want to see from Joshua? One, I wanted to see a knockout, and two, I wanted to see that killer mentality. Yo, he's so tentative. Like, yo, when you fighting these big dogs, that tentative shit ain't gonna work. I want to see that dog back in him. That's why I feel like he should have went to train with Teddy Atlas, not Derrick James. Not that Derrick James probably the best trainer in boxing, or at least one of them. So I'm not knocking the choice, but I think his problem is more mental. And Teddy Atlas is somebody who works with the mind and stuff like that, and tries to figure out how to motivate you, how to get you to bring that dog out of you. And that's who I feel he should have went with, to be honest with you. I don't know. I still wouldn't bet against him against Joe Joyce or Fury or Wilder or Usyk. I wouldn't take none of those bets over him.
And 1 second, bro. And Karma, you asked about AJ being mentally weak. I don't know if you cut your TV off immediately after Usyk fight, but he got on the mic and did a fake rant. I don't know if you remember that thing.
Honestly, I think that's who he is. I think this
breakdown that he had.
Game AJ that we have seen is just like a byproduct of like the sponsorship and stuff. I think that's all he was like to begin with.
He said, "I'm not 18 stone. I want me to move around the ring." That nigga AJ, he threw the belts everywhere, bro.
I know. I loved it. Honestly, I love all this shit.
That was the most aggressive. That was the most aggression we've seen from him in a long time.
Yes.
Oh man, dog. But Anthony Joshua, man, I don't know what it is, man.
Hey, my man said he told Usyk, "Look how little you are. How you beat me? How?" Look how little you is.
That was the funniest part. He said, "You're not strong. How did you beat me?"
Yeah. Yes. Carmen, her sister. How you beat me?
Hey, man. He started off so good against Usyk that second fight for like the first, what was it, 3 rounds maybe? He started out so good, and I'm like, okay, I know what's coming after this. He about to crank up, and like I told you, that lawnmower is just.
It was even a point in that Usyk, the second fight. I think it might have been like the 8th or the 9th round.
He had him hurt, and he just would not step on the gas.
The fucking tenacity. That's what I'm talking about.
Got to step on it, AJ. You got to step on it, Anthony.
Yeah, he got to step on that shit, man. That's all I want to see.
He had my boy hurt a couple times.
Yeah.
He didn't step on it.
That did disappoint me. I'm not gonna hold you up.
No, this the thing though, Karma. Look, this the thing. I could understand fighting. Now, great. He 11 rounds. It was times he was hitting Jermaine Franklin to the body. Jermaine Franklin was doing this shit. When he was hitting to Jermaine, doing all of this shit.
He was curling up. And he wasn't capitalizing, bro.
He was just like.
Yeah,
I was just laying that jab. I'm like, bro, come on, bro. Yeah, man. So I think he, even with the thought process that he have, as long as it take him to put them thoughts together, and as much as he think, it worked. But it's like when it was time to let go of the thoughts and just bring that dog out, bring that aggression out, it was missing. So
I'm gonna fight in America again. Yo.
You just want to go.
What you say?
You just want to go. Like, just buy the ticket to England. You're not coming back over here.
Sure, I've been there before too. It's fun over there. The motherfuckers they go hard over there. But nah, it's you
you been out there for a fight?
Nah. When I was in the Navy, I went out there.
Oh, okay. Nah, I've been out there too.
I was out there when I was in the Navy, and it was a soccer game, bro. These motherfuckers had the streets blocked off. They was drinking. It was like, you know, when they be like, oh, at the soccer games, when they be like, ole, ole. They was playing Spain, matter of fact. Bro, you see all of these fucking jerseys coming in, rushing through the streets, people drinking, and just like, that shit is like a movie out there for them soccer matches and shit like that. He was downtown London, too. That shit was tough.
Bro, look at what Boston's saying. You feel me? He said Derrick James was telling him to open up with combos every round. The crazy part about it was that Franklin could not fuck with his offense, bro. Franklin was not fucking with AJ when AJ let them combos go. AJ would just not let them motherfuckers go. It's like, bro, what are you doing? You got this nigga, bro. Like, you got him.
AJ and Broner.
Don't do him. Don't do that.
Adrian,
bro. It's like, come on, AJ, you got this nigga, bro. You got him. But he wouldn't let him go, bro. You right, bro.
That's fucked up.
Yeah, I think they need to. I think they should just give him somebody that he could for sure knock out, though. Like, give him somebody that he could clean up in like 2 rounds, like just to build him.
So let me ask you this, True. Who is somebody that he could knock out early, but it's still a notable?
That's still decent competition. It's going to be stupid.
Right. He already beat Gerald Washington, didn't he?
No.
Nah.
There you go. Bring Gerald. Exhume.
That's not...
Damn, that's a bad step back. Damn.
Yeah.
Somebody he can't knock out nobody in this top 15. Not like that.
I feel like you can knock Joyce out.
In the top what?
Joyce? That's the last guy. Please don't do that. That's nah. We ain't gonna see. I don't know. Not Joyce.
Joyce will fuck him. Joyce will fuck him up.
I wouldn't think so. He's too slow.
That jab though. That jab will fuck up his world.
Yeah, it's a lot. Let me see. Matter of fact, I'm gonna look on the Britain side. See,
Dillian White is the only one.
Yeah, he got to be Dillian White. It got to be Dillian White again.
He just kept winning.
Unless you want to bring a American guy over. Let me see. You know what? I don't even want to say him. Johnny Rice?
Nah. Hergovich.
Hey, Johnny.
No. What about Hergovich?
No, Hergovich is gonna fight at some point though.
Now he'll fuck up Hergovich, man.
What about Jerry Forrest?
Come on, man. That's too big of a step back.
Jerry Forrest, bro? I mean, okay.
He didn't just get knocked out in the second round by Jared Anderson?
Yeah.
Trevor Bryan.
Hergovich.
No, Brian is too far down.
Give him Steven. You know what? Give him Big Baby Miller.
What's up with him?
No.
Yo, bro, come on.
I'm a firm believer in put these guys up against the guy who you want to match them up with. So what about Hellenius, bro?
But hold up. Remember, he was supposed to fight Big Baby Miller, and the steroid shit happened. That's how he ended up fighting Andy Ruiz.
He's probably still on steroids.
Fuck that dude. He don't deserve a payday. Hergovich.
He don't.
Hergovich.
Okay. I'll see it. But again, he's gonna have to go to that place for Hergovich. Hergovich is not just gonna lay down for him. Like, you get what I'm saying?
Yeah, but like if he can't be Hergovich,
but if he don't get if it's somebody that don't put up any kind of fight, he's not gonna get credit for it.
That's what I'm saying. Hergovich. That's it. That's the pick. I don't want to hear it. That's it. I already figured it out.
But you know what? That makes sense though. That's a possible fight. Like that makes sense. Especially if he say he coming back in 12 weeks, I don't think Hergovich got nothing planned.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's the fight.
You just seen him look crazy against Zhang. I think he lost that shit. Personally.
I don't know. I thought he edged it out. I watched that twice.
Well, I probably got to go back and watch it again. I just know on that first watch, I thought he got
Charles Martin. That's a good one.
Who?
Charles Martin.
He already knocked out Charles Martin.
I know. Knock him out again.
Hey, matter of fact, perfect. Give him Luis Ortiz.
Yeah, he needs some money. He was begging for that fight.
I'm okay with that.
Wilder leftover, right? So you could use that fighter to build that fight. That he did it. You know what I mean?
Promoted truth. I like it.
Hey, Luis Ortiz, let's do it. Get him
y'all,
over.
Y'all already heard my pick. Y'all already heard my pick.
I could do that.
That's my pick.
Teleport. This video not sponsored by, but should be sponsored by Teleport.
Teleport, I don't know, man. Teleport got a bad rep down here in Miami, man. People like that's not wine.
It's not what?
They like, man, that's not wine. They like, man, that's a low key hard liquor.
Yeah, Teleport is kind of crazy. I ain't gonna lie. Yeah, you're right. You're right. My man Lean, what's going on, Lean? See your man. He got your man Bam fighting this weekend. I see he got the Avi and shit.
I'll tell you something we ain't touch on yet, True.
What's that?
I mean, I know it's probably not worth touching on because we never know what's happening or what's going on or not. But I mean, Michael Benson and everybody, Michael Benson was all them reported it. You get what I'm saying? So what we doing? How we feeling about it?
Hey,
it's still happening, guys.
Hey, Spectrum Cable, they telling motherfuckers right now.
Do the knowledge, nigga.
Hey, they already put it in.
Spectrum Cable, they said, look, we don't know nothing about this boxing shit, but we know what motherfuckers told us. We know what to put on our schedule. We asked them first, and we put it out. And I mean, so far, it don't look like it's wrong, bro.
I don't. It don't look like it's
Bud
wrong.
put on his Twitter that's April Fool's.
Yeah, but Bud is also a part of the show, and he can't let you know what's going on. Remember, I'm gonna tell you another thing, and I gotta find that tweet where it's probably hard to find it with Tank. But remember, Tank was telling us that the Tank Ryan thing wasn't happening. And look,
well, it wasn't signed, so
I mean, same thing. Let's put ourselves in that same seat. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but when has Tank ever just like flat out backdoor the deal?
Okay.
Yeah, true.
And went to another network.
I'm just letting y'all know right now, Karma, Stephen, I'm rolling with it.
Me too. I ain't gonna lie. I'm with it.
I might not getting me caught up like this. I'm so sorry.
I might fuck around and book some tickets to Vegas for that date too.
I'm not booking no flights. I'm not booking no hotels. I'm not going that far.
Now, listen, why not? Worst case scenario, you got a flight credit. You was gonna fly somewhere at some point anyway.
That's true.
Worst case scenario, you pay $500 for a ticket instead of $800 for a ticket. That extra $3, I could parlay in Vegas with the extra $3. And if not, okay, fuck it. I'm gonna travel anyway. We gonna travel. We're gonna get the freaking fire out. I mean,
this is true. Hey, True. My direct deposit come in on Friday, so if you want to book that on Saturday, if you look at a couple things, bro, let's get it, bro.
Yeah, I'm thinking about to do. I'm honest, bro. I really think I'm about to do that shit. Like,
they need to have it in Texas. It honestly needs to be in Texas.
Well, they said Vegas.
How you gonna have a Juneteenth fight in Nevada?
Because Terrence Crawford is difficult. We know that.
I mean, well, he lost all any negotiation he had, advantage he had when he went and fought Evan Eason. I'm so sorry.
I think he gained it more because he definitely put the ball in his court. Remember we've been hearing about this Thurman thing forever. Why did he never announce that? And Keith Thurman quiet.
That's true.
And Keith Thurman is one of the loudest.
Keith Thurman did have a baby, so he was a little wrapped up.
But that don't keep nobody.
Wait. Did he have the baby? Did his girl? What's that excuse, man?
Honestly, he might have had the baby because he's a bitch.
You crazy.
Ruiz can happen in July. Yeah, I think he's still gonna knock Ruiz out anyway. Ruiz lost a fan in me that last fight. I'm not gonna lie to you.
I think Wilder.
PBC. I don't know what they doing, man. They Wilder hasn't been announced. Jamal hasn't been announced.
Oh yeah, what's going on?
I don't know, man.
Maybe they waiting.
I'm just saying these are they big hitters, man. Like with the exception of Tank, Tank got a date. He's one of their big hitters, but other guys like none of these dudes got a date.
They're gonna want. I feel well, with the exception of Wilder, I feel like a lot of them will probably want to get on that Spence Crawford card. If it does,
that's true.
I mean, maybe Charlo.
And I think, and what I think too, bro, I think they kind of trying to pace it out a little bit because last year we had a crazy first 6 months, and then it kind of really
at the end of the year.
Some of them fights fell through after the Spence Crawford fell through, and remember it was talk about getting Ryan and Tank back December. They was talking about that, and that fell through as well. So I think they're trying to pace the schedule a little bit. I would like to see more fights, but again, what was it? Some weeks ago they said it was 9 cards in 11 weeks or something like that.
Nah, but the thing is that like you could announce it now. You like I don't know. Like
no, I'm with you.
Not with Crawford in the mix. You got to have ink on the paper, and your attorney's ready to sue.
Oh no, of course. I'm not saying announce it without it.
Yeah, nah, we're gonna see though. We definitely gonna see. I think I ain't gonna lie. I'm about to book my ticket. I'm not gonna hold you, Kyle. I'm telling you, bro. I'm gonna hit you tomorrow.
Y'all doing too much.
Listen, man.
Okay, two things.
They got me once
with the long fingers. 2 things. One, it's the middle of the summer, so therefore you never know. It may be some other kind of boxing shit going on in Vegas if that don't happen. And 2, like my man said, we could cancel that shit and use the credit. But I'm going on a whim, man. I'm going on a whim, and I want to believe that it's happening. I've been riding with this shit since it got canceled in November. I believe that they want this shit to happen. I think it's gonna happen. I think everybody is quiet, and when I say everybody, I'm not talking about Broadway. I'm not talking about Bernie, because I mean I get it. I get that's his main man or whatever, but you know what I'm saying? Tay has told me some shit, and the opposite has happened. And I know Tay is always around, Wilder. So what I'm saying is sometimes, certain guys just don't be around. They don't know what be popping. They find out the same time that we find out, or they find out, you know what I'm saying, right at the verge of it. So I'm going with it. I'm rolling with it. I want to roll with it. I feel more locked in with it than I've ever felt, bro. I want it to happen.
And my bad, I'm about to say 3 times the charm too. I booked them Spence tickets and they happened. I booked my ticket to come to Houston, Texas for this Virgil fight, and that shit just fell through. 3rd time gotta be. And look, the Virgil ticket was the credit from the Spence ticket.
Hilarious.
What do you say, bro?
I said that's hilarious.
No, the Virgil ticket out, the plane ticket I bought to go to the Dallas. That was the joint from.
And I just learned. Okay, and I'm gonna give you a new hat, right? So a lot of hotels now, they remember it's like a 24-hour cancellation thing. Mm-hmm. So if you notice, a lot of hotels now they doing like a 30 to 60 day cancellation thing where they don't want you to cancel within 30 to 60 days. But I learned a new glitch, and the glitch is instead of calling to cancel, what you do is, because sometimes they'll be like, "Oh, we keep a certain percentage of the money that was being held by your car." You call. And you'd be like, okay, look, I don't want to cancel. What I want to do is I want to move it back to, October this year. And then you wait a couple days and you call back and cancel. And now when you cancel, they don't keep nothing because you moved it back already. You get what I'm saying? So now I don't mind booking hotels and shit. You get what I'm saying? Because right now is the perfect time to book it before they actually announce the event and get a good price.
Yeah,
and with hotels you can always cancel too.
You could cancel for free, but again, I got a book, man. I feel like that's the one fight I got to be at. Like that's my Cinco de Mayo. As a black person, that's your Cinco de Mayo.
Yeah, but are we even gonna be able to get tickets? Because I'm not sitting in no rafters. I don't know.
Nah, they
better. I don't think the ticket's gonna be that expensive. It'd be a little bit more expensive than Plant Benavidez probably. I don't think it's gonna get to the Tank and Ryan level of $20,000, $10,000 floor seats and shit like that.
I better get approved for a press pass.
Yeah, that's what I want to do.
Because they have to put a Dominican on that undercard. I'm just saying, like it just won't have enough flavor in there if De Los Santos or Elvis ain't on it. I'm just saying. Saying.
Hey, I mean, hopefully one of them get up on there, but I'll go see that card by myself. That them two fights. That's all I want to see. That's my Cinco de Mayo fight.
Let me book my fucking hotel now. Y'all got me hype and shit.
It's Broadway.
I see you there, bro. Karma, I see you there. Karma, listen. I don't want you to pull up to the function that we have, the bowling alley or the picnic. I don't want you to be upset because your hotel is $800 a night.
No, I got people out there. They will happily let me stay with them.
Okay, that's what's up. I was gonna say, man, but yeah, because it's happening. Spectrum,
I just pay the money to be in comfort because that's what I had to do when I went to the Wilder fight. But
has Spectrum ever lied to you?
Yes.
Well,
several times. They're my cable provider.
Oh no! See, that's why you got to get YouTube TV. Come see, YouTube TV. Got to get you there. I don't got no cable. I cut the cord, but all these other shit's so expensive. You might as well fucking have cable anyway. It's the same difference. Before it used to be cool just having internet and had you a little Sling or some shit. But with all the Hulu, all the shit you gotta buy, Stars, all the extra apps, you might as well fucking have cable. Yo.
I know.
Hey,
every motherfucking thing.
Hey, Cal, my man Lean said Bud lied to us.
Bud did lie.
Yeah, but Bud ain't the one. Bud not the one who put that out there.
He still lied.
We know. We already know that Bud is a liar. We know this.
Yo, the prices for the hotels right now ain't bad. Yo, I put Thursday to
Honestly,
Sunday.
if y'all not going to the fight, stream the fight and Cash App the money to Earl Spence. Don't give Bud none of your money.
You petty as hell, man.
You said
but yo, the hotels ain't that expensive. I just look, gauge the price, from Thursday to Sunday. Yo, $650. That's not bad at all
per night.
No, total.
Oh, joint. Oh, that's what hotel is that, bro?
I looked at. I went to hotels.com, but the one I was looking at was Planet Hollywood because it's on the Strip.
Which is on the Strip?
Yeah.
Where would it be?
That's not bad at all, bro.
Yo, that's not bad at all. And then again, even if you don't get a ticket for the fight, there's gonna be mad places that $20 to get in so you to watch the fight, and you still get that big fight feel. But again, I'm trying to go as media. I'm gonna be pissed off if they put a Dominican on the undercard, and I'm hearing De Los Santos gonna be on there. And I don't get approved, man. Steven Espinoza and KB will never be able to eat at a Dominican restaurant ever.
So if you locked in with De Los Santos Broadway, that means you might know when this shit is official before us. Please DM me Broadway.
I got you. As of right now, I have no idea.
But please let me know because he gonna have to train, bro. And by him having to train, they gonna have to let him know when it's locked in. And that means if he know, you know. Let me know, bro.
They have to decide this month, though.
No. They may just give him that date and not tell him what's going on as far as main event.
That's a fact. But if they give him that date, bro, let me know.
I got you.
The people need to know. Nah, man, that's it, though, man. Hey, man, I appreciate everybody coming up, man. We've been rocking out like 2 hours strong, man. I appreciate the beautiful Carmen Serene for coming through. Thank you, Carmen, for blessing us with your presence. My boy Broadway, my man Kyle. Rio Fire fitted just to match my kicks. Yeah, hey, bro, you gotta send me that music, bro. I gotta send that intro music, bro.
I got you. Yeah. One thing before you go, I just want to tell the people, follow me on Instagram at Broadway Joel. Follow me on Twitter at _Broadway Joel. And most importantly, subscribe to my YouTube channel, Broadway Joel. I'm the voice of Dominican boxing. Anything that has to do with Dominican boxing, I'm the guy to go to. If I don't report it, don't fucking believe it until I tweet it out. I don't give a fuck who's tweeting it. Unless it's me, I don't care if the fighter himself is talking about it. Unless I tweet it out, it ain't official.
That's what I'm talking about, my boy. Give me 1 second, away. We got my boy Broadway up here. Let me go ahead.
Plug that shit, bro. Plug it.
Yeah, there we go. So, hey, I just it should be loading up. This is my man Broadway. This is YouTube channel. Go ahead, Make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe. Is it up there? We should be.
Yeah, it's up there. It's up there.
Yeah,
I appreciate it. Yeah, and by the way, everybody on the panel, Cal, Truth, and Karma, all have supported me by buying a Dominican boxing shirt, going to BroadwayJoel.com and buying the shirt. And they can all attest to the quality of the shirt. And how
they are very nice. I will say that.
You know what I'm saying? I don't sell garbage. And you know, they all look very good wearing it. My man Truth, when he had it on, he was looking fresh. My man Cal was definitely looking fresh. And Karma, she already beautiful, but she was even looking more beautiful in that shirt. So definitely go to BroadwayJoel.com and go support and buy a shirt, man.
Yes, sir. No, I appreciate it, man. Everybody, like, comment, subscribe. Let's turn it up. All right, man. Till the next time.
All right. Peace.
All right.